Well, I thank you very much for letting me say some words. It's a big honor. And, my baby sister and I love her so much. And I'm so proud of you. Everything you've accomplished in your life. And it hasn't always been easy. And you have fought. And you have never given up. And I'm so grateful you met this wonderful man. Someone who I know truly cherishes you, and it eases a big brother's heart to know that his little sister's going to be taken care of. I wrote a few things down, and if I didn't, then I knew I would forget. But every life has a story, and a life without love, it's just, can feel hopeless, because I remember times before I was married when life just did not seem like how happy you are, and then you meet this person and you fall in love, and it's a love you never thought you could ever find. And just like any good book or any good movie, life can have its hardships and its difficulties, which you both have faced separate, and some I'm sure you will face together. And it's during these times when you have to hold on to moments like this. So I want you to look each other in the eye, and I want you to remember how you feel this day, because I will never forget looking at my wife in the eyes and just feeling what you feel right now, and remembering that moment, because it's gotten me through hard times. And so, just for 1 second, I want you to just look at each other. Remember this moment, because let me tell you from personal experience, you think you love each other now, you wait, the love only gets better and it only gets stronger. And I can see, and we can all see, just how much you love each other, how much you truly love each other, and it shows in the way you treat each other. And so, with each passing year, your love is going to continue to grow stronger and stronger. And Joe, I have to tell you that I knew that you were out there for my sister. I knew it before she met you. I knew that there was someone special for her, someone who just was your equal, someone who completed her, and you do in every way. You two are so much alike. I mean, you're just in your interests, the way you treat people with respect and kindness and love. You're both so gentle and compassionate. You've been a good father, role model to these girls, and I'm very, very proud of you. And so I'm grateful, as a only boy, I always wanted brothers, and it is wonderful to be able to have another brother, this will be my second brother. And so we want to welcome you to the family. And I wrote some stuff about love. And it says, love is kind. Love is understanding, even when you don't really understand. Love is never judging, but accepting, even the flaws and mistakes, and seeing it from their perspective. Love never fails, meaning that if you're in an argument, the quickest way to end it is with a loving word. I love you. Or you're right. And I say that a lot to my wife. No, you're right, even if I'm right. She told me, you'll never agree. Love is helping the other reach for the stars, even when they're only trying to reach for the moon. Love is willing to be wrong, even when you're really right ever so that. Sometimes letting the other point of view be seen and heard, and that values a lot, wanting to be seen and heard. Love is more than just a word. It's more than just saying, I love you each day, but it's actually showing that you love each other and the things that you do. And it's saying, I love you because, not just I love you, but why do you love me? I love you because. And love is when two hearts beat as one, when two minds think alike, when two lives that were once one intertwine, just like you, to become one. Love is the greatest gift, and it's also the greatest sacrifice. Love is the greatest treasure and the greatest joy. So the questions I want you to think about in your life is, how do I keep this love so strong? How is it going to look and feel when I'm 90? When you're both old and your kids are raised and grown and you've got grandchildren and great-grandchildren? How is this love going to look and feel? Well, every day it has to be nurtured. It has to be by listening to each other, by spending time together, by sharing your most personal thoughts. And, I can see you already do that, because just from the time that you guys have been together, you've grown as a couple. And so if you do this, this is the foundation on which you will build a love that will last forever and continue to last forever. And it is a love that is in fairy tales. People search their lives for this kind of love that you two have. They search, and some people never find it. And you guys have been so blessed. And this is your once upon a time and your happily ever after. I wrote down the lyrics to a song, and it's by Lifehouse, and it's called Everything. And this song makes me think of the love that you guys have. It says, you are the light that leads me into the place I find peace again. You are the strength that keeps me walking. You are the hope that keeps me trusting. You are the light to my soul. You are my purpose. You are my everything. And how can I stand here and not be moved by you? Would you tell me, how could it be any better than this? You calm the storm when you give me rest. You hold me in your hands. You won't let me fall. You still my heart when you take my breath away. And how can I stand here with you, as we're both standing here together? I want you to think about this. How could it be any better? Because you are all I want. You are all I need. You are everything. And another word, a song that I like is Philip Phillips' Home. Because when you get married and you create a home, your love is your home. And it doesn't matter where you are, you can take this home with you, this love. It doesn't matter if you're separated, anything were to happen, you have to travel, death cannot take this away. This is for your forever love, your forever home in your heart. And it says, hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road, because life has so many unfamiliar roads, it's so unpredictable. And although this is the stirring us along, know this, you're not alone, because I'm going to make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. I'm going to make this place your home. So I know wherever you are together, you will make it your home. Okay, so this song is another one. And Marie, I was listening to it and I was thinking about when you're talking about your vows, and I was thinking, what is she thinking when she's writing this? What is she, she must be agonizing. And then this came to, not that there's hard things, good things to talk about you, but when you love someone, you know, I think about my wife and I'm like, oh my goodness, how could I even write just a page, or, you know, it's so hard to put into words what you feel in your heart. Well, when I read this, I was like, wow. It says, darling, I want you to listen. I stayed up all night so I could get this thing right. And I don't think there's anything missing, because a person like you made it easy to do. I've waited so long to sing you the song. Your eyes are a window to heaven. Your smile could heal my soul. Your love completes my existence. You're the other half that makes me whole. I think the angels are your brothers. They told you about me. They said, that's just what she needs. You're just who she needs. And I found myself thanking your mother for giving birth to a saint. If there's one thing that's true, it's that I was born to love you. And that is how I feel about my wife. That's how I know you feel about Joe, and how Joe feels about you. That you were born to love each other. You made my dreams come true over and over again. And honestly, truly, believe you and me are written in the stars. I lived through my whole life just giving thanks to you, because your eyes are the window to heaven, and your smile could heal my soul. You complete my existence. You're the other half that makes me whole. This is the last song, I promise. I love music, and you'll see that when you see the video. All the songs, I put them on there for a reason. The words have meaning. But this is actually Chris Brown's song. But the words that he wrote to this, that they're just so powerful, because it's about life, and it's about love, and it's about when things fall down, when you feel like the sky is falling upon you, I will be standing right next to you. So when I read these words, I want you to think about those moments, because they're going to be tough. I can stand up here and lie and say, you know, marriage is blissful and your life is going to be happily ever after. Unfortunately, there's going to be hard times. When you get married, you marry each other for better or for worse. Mostly there's good. Mostly there's happiness and laughter and excitement. But every once in a while, sometimes there are times when the sky feels like it's falling. And that is when God tests your love. And I know that you guys have kind of strong love that everyone searches for. It says, you got that smile that only heaven can make. I pray to God every day that you keep that smile. You are my dream. There's not a thing I won't do. I'll give up my life for you, because you are my dream. And baby, everything I have is yours. You will never go cold or hungry. I'll be there when you're insecure. Let you know that you're always lovely, girl, because you are the only thing that I got right. One day, when the sky is falling, I'll be standing right next to you. Right next to you, and I know if anything were to go wrong, that Joe would be right next to you to support you. He would be there, and he would take care of you. If you have my child, you make my life complete. Joe, you have 2 daughters who are going to look up to you, and I know that you will be that beautiful example. And I know that if you guys have another child, that you will have this eternal, this beautiful family with this love. And it says, everything I have is yours, and you will never go cold or hungry. And I will be there when you're insecure to let you know that you are always lovely, because you are the only thing that I got right. And one day when the sky is falling, I will be standing right next to you. Nothing will ever come between us. I will be standing right next to you. We were made for one another, and I have no fear, because I know we will make it through. One day, when the sky is falling, I will be standing right next to you. And that is what marriage is. And is when life hits you with something that you don't expect, and you feel like the sky is falling. You're there. I won't forget the time when, Lacey thought I was so sick that I was going to die. And she could have up and left me, but she was there and she was standing right by me. I know Joe's that kind of person, and I know Marie is that kind of person. If anything were to ever happen, she would be standing right there next to you. She is the type of woman that will be there to help you complete all of your dreams, just like how I know that he is there to help you to not just reach for the moon, which is so close, but to reach for the stars. And so together, you guys can do anything. You can do anything and achieve anything. So I could go on and on and on, but just know that what you feel now is just the beginning of your journey. And it only gets better. You're only going to grow closer together. Your love is only going to get stronger. And these feelings you have inside, they're going to become more intense. And I can see you guys when you're 90, this cute couple together and looking back at your life and your journey and just smiling and talking about all the wonderful things. And I think of you too. That's what I think of. I love you both. And I wish you only the best. And I know that the love that you have will always be there and last forever.
Today is our day. We are off to great places. We're off and away.
We have brains in our heads, we have feet in our shoes. We can steer ourselves in any direction we choose. We're out on our own and we know what we know, and we are the two who'll decide where to go.
We'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some we'll say, we don't choose to go there. With our heads full of brains and our shoes full of feet, we're too smart to go down any not-so-good street.
And we may not find any we want to go down. In that case, of course, we'll go straight out of town.
It's opener there in the wide open air. Out there, things can happen, and frequently do, to two brainy people in
Oh, the places we'll go.
We'll be on our way up, we'll be seeing great sights. We'll join the high flyers who soar to great heights.
We won't lag behind because we'll have the speed. We'll pass the whole gang and soon take the lead. Wherever we fly, we'll be the best of the best. Wherever we go, we'll top all the rest.
Except when we don't, because sometimes we won't.
We're sorry to say so, but sadly it's true, that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to us too.
We can get all hung up in a pickly perch, and our gang will fly on. We'll be left in a lurch.
We'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that we'll be in a slump.
And when we're in a slump, we're not much fun. Unslumping ourselves is not easily done.
We will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place we could sprain both our elbows and chins. Do we dare to stay out? Do we dare to go in? How much can we lose? How much can we win?
And if we go in, should we turn left or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite, or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, we're afraid we might find, for mind maker uppers to make up our minds.
We can get so confused that we'll start in to race down long wiggly roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdest wild space, headed, we feared, towards a most unpleasant place.
For people just waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for eyes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting.
No, that's not for us.
Somehow we'll escape all that waiting and staying. We'll find the bright places where boom bands are playing.
With banners flip-clapping once more, we'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because we're those kind of guys.
Oh, the places we'll go. There is fun to be done, there are points to be scored, there are games to be won, and the magical things we can do with that ball will make us the winningest winners of all. Fame. We'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching us win on TV.
Except when they don't, because sometimes they won't.
I'm afraid that sometimes we'll play lonely games too, games we can't win because we'll play me against you.
All alone, whether we like it or not, alone will be something, will be quite a lot.
And when we're alone, there's a very good chance we'll meet things that scare us right out of our pants. There are some down the road between hither and yon that can scare us so much we won't want to go on.
But on we will go through the weather be foul. On we will go though our enemies prowl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though our arms may get sore and our sneakers may leak. On and on we will hike, and we will hike far and face up to our problems, whatever they are.
We'll get mixed up, of course, as we already know. We get mixed up with many strange birds as we go. So we'll be sure when we step to step with care and great tact, and remember that life is a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up our right from our left.
And will we succeed? Yes, we will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. We'll move mountains.
So be Bucksbaum or Bigsby,
Right?
or Mordecai, Ali from Allen O'Shea.
We're off to great places. Today is our day. Our mountain is waiting, so we're off on our way.